The world is a vast place, and given the dynamic and complex nature of our planet, there are countless facts that we may not be aware of. Below is a list of intriguing curiosities from different countries around the world. France. France spans 12 different time zones, the most of any country. As a result, different regions of France can be in entirely different hours at the same time. Maldives, with an average elevation of only about 1.8 meters above sea level. The Maldives is the lowest lying country on Earth. This makes it particularly vulnerable to rising sea levels due to global warming. Nauru. Over 95% of the population in Nauru is overweight, making it the most obese country in the world. This health crisis is largely due to the importation of Western fast food, which began in the 20th century as living standards improved. Guam. Since Guam lacks natural sand, the locals use a mixture of coral and oil to create asphalt for roads instead of importing sand from other places. Falkland Islands. The Falkland Islands have about 3,000 residents but around 500,000 sheep. This means there are about 350 sheep per person, making wool a significant export of the islands. Egypt. Egypt is considered the first sovereign state in history. If you define sovereignty by the first Declaration of Independence, the first Egyptian dynasty was formed around 3100 BC. Canada. Canada has more than 3 million lakes, which accounts for 60% of all the lakes in the world. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a large country that surprisingly has no rivers. Most of its water comes from desalination plants and underground reservoirs. Nigeria. Nigeria has the youngest population in the world, with 49% of its population under the age of 15. India. India is the most diverse country in the world across multiple categories: culture, economic, climatic, racial, linguistic, ethnic, and religious. Malta. Due to significant immigration, there are now more Maltese people living abroad than in Malta itself. Papua New Guinea. Although English is the official language, only 1 to 2% of the population speaks it. Papua New Guinea is the most linguistically diverse country in the world, with over 820 languages spoken, accounting for 12% of the world's total languages. Canada. Canada has the highest proportion of educated citizens, with 50% of the population having completed post-secondary education. It is followed by Israel with 45% and Japan with 44%. USA. The United States has the highest incarceration rate in the world, with 2.2 million people currently in prison. Afghanistan. Afghanistan produces 95% of the world's opium. Despite years of foreign intervention, the country's opium industry remains robust. Ukraine. Ukraine is projected to lose 30% of its population by 2050, due to a declining birth rate and immigration, with an 8% drop expected annually. If you enjoyed the information, please like and subscribe for more.